In the last 6 days, I've booked over $10,000 in ceramic coating jobs for my own auto styling business with deposits on every single booking. So in this video, I want to break down exactly how I've been able to make this happen and how you can do the exact same thing in your own business and get started in the next 24 hours. Now, total, we've booked about 11.8K in jobs and got about $1,200 in deposits. This is Stripe. This is what we use for most of our deposits. However, we did have about 400 coming through from Zelle and Venmo. Now, let's actually break down how we made this happen and how you can do the same thing. It's all going to stem from one thing, and that one thing is Facebook ads. Now, let me just pull up my CRM really quickly and show you what we've got booked in. So right here, you can see $11,845 in jobs booked with deposits, and we still need a deposit on this one client for $995. He should be paying tomorrow, and then we'll be at 12.8K in just 6 days. So like I said, the root of this all is going to be Facebook ads. This is the core of what's driving our business, what's bringing us so much revenue. Now, how can you actually do the same thing for yourself? The first thing you need to do is build out your campaign. Without the right campaign structure, you've got no chance of actually running a profitable ad. Now, I'm going to just jump into this campaign because we had more testing on it than the current one. So with this campaign, we've got campaign settings all blank. Then we go down to the ad set level, and at the ad set level, what we're testing with is going to be the audience and then also the placements. So let me see if I can find one where we were messing with placements real fast just to show you what that looks like. There we go. So with placements, what we're doing is testing between open and stories, feeds, reels only. It's really 50-50 for what does best. So you need to figure out for your specific town, for your specific area, what does the best. Now, same type of thing with the audience. It's super specific based on the area. Sometimes open audience will do best. Sometimes 22 to 60 male is going to do best. So you need to choose, or you need to test, I should say, between open and targeted for both the audience and the placements. See what does best for you and stick with that. That's the fastest way to find winning settings on Facebook. Now, outside of that, you can see we've got quite a few different ad sets right here. So the big difference between these is, again, the testing, but also the videos. So you can see we had V1, we had different offers that we were testing between these ad sets. Now, inside of each ad set, in addition to that, we're typically going to have anywhere from 1 up to, I believe, 2 to 3 videos in each ad set. Now, the big thing with testing videos inside of a certain ad set is you're testing small variables. Same style, very similar video, just slight differences maybe in the music, maybe in the specific editing, maybe in the text on the video, small changes that you can let Facebook control, because outside of that, you want to maintain most of the control for yourself. So at a base level, what you want to do is one campaign, 2 to 4 ad sets, and 1 to 3 ads inside of each ad set. Now, once you've got that done, you've got that locked in, you're going to need to actually make your video creative. I'm not going to show you the exact creative that I'm using right now, but here's the general structure. Number 1 is going to be a hook, so get the audience interested, call out their pain. Number 2, present them a solution. Number 3, give them the specific offer that you have. And finally, number 4, give them a call to action. So call out, hook/pain, what is the solution that you've got, what's your offer, and then tell them exactly what to do next. If you create a video script similar to that, you have a well-edited, clean-looking video, you're going to have massive success with your ads. And you're going to be getting numbers just like this. You can see on this campaign, we were at $7.21 a lead. On this one, we're at $5.75 per lead for a ceramic coating. In total, we've only spent $825 this month. Let's just go and sort to Monday to today. This is the time frame that these ads were actually run for us to book the $10,000. You can see about $375 in ad spend, $1,200 in deposits. So we are more than tripling our money just from the deposits alone, meaning before the job even comes in, we're already getting a 3x return on ad spend, which would already be considered good. Now, let's actually hop into the CRM because the ads are actually relatively easy. Don't need to do too much work there. The big thing is going to be inside the CRM with the actual sales. Now, in here, we want to have a full pipeline set up to where we've got new leads, follow-ups, dead leads, conversation started, quoted, lost, nurture, hot, all of that good stuff. And the number one biggest thing that I cannot stress enough is if you want to close as many of these leads as possible, you better be calling them all within 30 seconds. The reason why my pipeline looks like this with $11,000 in the past 6 days is because every single lead is getting called within 30 seconds of coming in. No joke at all. I've hung up calls on friends. I have stopped doing whatever I'm doing. I've stopped cooking. I've stopped eating to call my leads. That is the number one biggest thing that's going to make or break the success of your Facebook ads. Now, also, just some basics about the sales side of things. If the lead doesn't pick up on the first call, double dial. They probably aren't used to picking up the phone from random numbers. Couple other things. Make sure you're following up with your leads at least 5 days in a row if they don't answer on the first call. Now, let me actually quickly break down the exact sales script and sales structure that I've been using to not only collect a deposit, but actually get these people to give me their card info on the phone, which many people do get a little hesitant about. They feel awkward about it. But at the end of the day, if you want to get as many deposits as possible, you must be getting the deposit over the phone with card info. So what I do is first things first, intro. Basically, who am I? Why am I calling? My name is Chris. I'm from Chicago Auto Styling, calling about the $1,000 off ceramic coating special that you filled out the form for. That's part of the offer that we're currently running. I'm not going to go into the entire offer right now, but just know that is a part of it. And then there's another part with some added bonuses, some added urgency that we're giving to these prospects. So open up, explain why we're calling, tell them about the discount, which they already knew because they clicked the ad. Number 2 is going to be, okay, we've introduced ourselves. Now we have to go into discovery. Figure out what type of car does the prospect have, paint condition, paint color, all the logistical info that you'd need. And also in this section, you want to go into their why. Why do they want to get this work done? And in addition to that, what's the goal outcome? What do they want out of the work? So why do they want it? What's the problem that they're looking to solve? And what do they want the result to be? Once you found those two things, and of course the logistical info, build some rapport with the prospect. My easiest closes always come from when I can strike up a 30 to 60 second conversation with the prospect about their car. For example, on a live car review that I actually posted on this channel, and you can watch that after this video, it'll be in the description or in the comments. After the intro of that call, I saw he had a Kia Stinger. I was interested in the speed of it. So I asked him, is it fast? He said yes. And then we had a whole side conversation about him and racing scat packs and all this good stuff. And he closed without a single objection because there was already so much trust there. Also made it way easier to collect the card info on the phone. So after you've done the intro, you've done the discovery, built some trust, you're going to go into the pitch. I like to explain 4 steps for the ceramic coating sales. Number 1, detail. Number 2, iron and clay bar decontamination. Number 3, paint correction. And number 4, ceramic coating. Inside of each of these little buckets, I'm calling out the specific things that are going to be solving their pain and giving them the benefit or the result that they told me that they wanted during the rest of the sale. Now, once the pitch is done, we can essentially go in for the close. I ask them, do you have any other questions for me right now? They're 99% of the time going to say nope, pretty standard, pretty straightforward, because they're also seeing all this in the ad. The ad is super long. It explains the process and gives them the price. So once they filled out the form, they're pretty bought in to actually just moving forward with you. Then I basically say, okay, looking at the schedule now, pick out a date with them and say, got it. So I'm getting you in the schedule now for Friday XYZ. Just to get you locked in, make sure we get you in with the discount. We do require a 10% deposit. What card number do you want to put that on? And boom, 9 times out of 10, maybe not 9 times, 7 to 8 times out of 10, you're going to get the card info right there. They're going to pull out their card and give it to you on the call. Now that is what you need to do if you want to maximize the amount of deposits that you're actually collecting. So in short, the entire system, it's super simple that we have set up to book over $11,000 in ceramic coating jobs in 6 days. Facebook ads. Make sure you have a killer ad because you'll get shitty leads if you don't have a really good ad. Have an ad that has the price and lots of urgency. Then in your CRM, whatever you're using right now, make sure that you have alerts so you're calling your lead ASAP and have a well built out pipeline. Because look, there's a lot of people here that could convert and a lot of people that will convert. And it's super important to track all this, follow up with your leads. And if you do those 2 things, you'll be pretty much good to go. Now, if you want to accelerate your growth, get some one-on-one support with exactly how we do this, book a call in the link below, and I will talk to you there.